another week of fishing Folsom Lake. Last week I found some trees at about 15 to 20 feet in depth, and I think I'm gonna run up there. It's past Anderson Island, but way before Rattlesnake. It's at that main bend. I'll see if I can find a map to show where I'm talking about. It is currently 7:05, well 7:06 now. You can see the temperature is 70.39 in the water. It's still plenty warm enough for these fish to be hitting top water. Other than that, as usual, the lake level, the water level on this lake changes so much. I don't have a game plan. I just kind of go out, try to find a new pattern, try to find a pattern every time I'm out. And every time I'm out, seems to be a little bit different almost every time. So let's go get after them and see if we can't get any topwater bites today. I think I'm going to hit this area right here. You see that nice channel swing? You know, they could be coming up on these flats right here on this orange. They can be coming up on these flats right here, right next to this channel swing. You know, they got access to really deep water really quick, the channel. It's nice flat right here. So I'm going to hit this real quick with top water. The trees are literally, the trees that I want to fish are right here. So I almost made it there. But this really caught my eye with this channel swing right here. The flat, the steep banks, the ledges, and you can see it kind of a tapered point right here. Chopo 90, albino color. Just gonna work it pretty quickly here. See if they're up here. These big rocks right here should hold heat better. There he is. Got him. Sorry about the angle. It's coming in hot. All right. Boy, that stirred up those geese. Nice. That was about my third cast, I think. God, this guy is so stinking warm. Get this out of here as quick as I can. That's empty. He doesn't feel very heavy, but he's a keeper, so. 138. Thanks for biting, man. I stopped off of this area right here because I noticed the channel swing, and I noticed the flat areas, and when they come up to feed, a lot of times they'll come out of that channel, get on the flats, get on the points. And this rocky point with these huge boulders here were just calling my name. They're going to retain heat better than dirt or trees or anything. I think that's probably only my 4th or 5th topwater fish for the year. I cranked it about 4 or 5 winds, and I just did a little pop. And as soon as I twitched it, right after that, he hit. A lot of times doing the weird movements and stuff like that, I do that a lot with my Kitex. And just popping it or doing something different, even just a quick, you know, little wind like that. Oh, you see that? Like I said, you do those little twitches, boy. Do those little twitches. Do something a little bit different. I think I'll give this a couple more casts. And if I don't get any more hits, I'm going to throw my swim bait up there. Because the last one that hit did not hit the bait. I probably pulled it away from him too soon. I got stuck on 2 branches right there in that tree. This would be epic if I was able to pull a fish off of this right now, off this cast. No bites. Not so epic. Ooh, I just cast and I seen a baitfish jump up. What's up, bird? What's up, dew? Huh? Sure, I've been pooping a lot up on that rock, boy. All right, new spot. Nice little point right here. But you can see all the trees right here. That's what I'm here for. All these trees. This is where I ended my day last week. And I went ahead and I graphed that entire cove back there. And there was a couple of things that were, I don't know, maybe interesting, but nothing holding any more than like 1 or 2 fish. So wasn't worth my time. But right off of these trees, there is a massive point that comes, I don't know, it's like a 20, 30 foot drop off there. So I definitely want to throw my jig on that before I get out of this area. There he is. Got him on a jig. Stay down, buddy. Had to go to a jig to get him. Oop, pulling my camera there. There we go. Here's a little guy. Oh, he's got duty on him. Duty. He got duty. Gross. I'm not gonna weigh him. He's a little dude. I think he's a keeper, but he's still too little. Cool. There's the jig right there. I noticed there was a ton of rock piles on my side scan. And you can see the side scan. I don't know, that's just electrical interference with the trolling motor. But I'm seeing a ton of rock out there. And there is a huge steep point just to my right here. And the main creek channel runs, I don't know, maybe 50 yards, 75 yards that way. Look at that. I'm out in the middle of the lake, basically, on an island hump. Oh, look at that. Wow. I think I need to get my swim bait on or something. Budge. Dude, they're everywhere. How are they not hitting my freaking bait? Okay, I just worked all of these trees and not one single bite. It took me about 45 minutes to an hour. So far, both the fish that I caught and the bites that I've had have all been on like a rocky point. And I'm really not picking up much of anything inside these trees on my live scope. There is an island right out here. I believe it's in about 30 feet. So I do want to throw my jig on that island top and wait for this wakeboard boat to go by. And then I'm going to find it This week I'm not finding anything in these trees. Last week I seen a ton of them right here off of this one in particular, and I got one, I don't know, somewhere in one of those other little trees. But I haven't found any activity, barely any activity, maybe some bluegill. But that's been it in those trees. Maybe later in the day they'll get on them, but I need to go back to rocky points, rocky structure, island tops, that sort of thing. All right, switched it up to an A-rig. This is one I make. And do pretty well on them out here. It's about that time we start throwing A-rigs again. So I figured they're busting for baitfish all over this area. The biggest bass caught on my A-rig out here is 10 pounds, 3 ounces. Not by me, unfortunately. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so how are those fish not going after my A-rig right there? And see, that's why I put it. Oh, did I get one? I just had a hit. Wow, okay. Well, look at that. They jumbled it all up, but maybe I should have put this on a little bit sooner then. I only use owner barrel swivels or P-line crosslock swivels because I do not want these things to break. Oh, there's one. Oh, dude, I had another one just smash it. What the heck? Wow, okay, I guess I should have started. Oh, there's another one. They're little guys. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have been throwing an A-rig a lot longer, a lot sooner. But I've already gotten 2 hits, I think, on 2 or 3 casts, and I just had like 2 or 3 following it up. They weren't big. They were only little dudes, but hey, that's all right. That's crazy, man. What I was saying, though, is I only use super high quality parts, you know. Oh, there's one. Little guy. This is what's busting the surface. There you go. My A-rig catches biggins, yo. Biggins. Right on. But I'm catching fish again, and I guess it's about that time, you know. Start throwing A-rigs. And I don't sell them for that much. Honestly, parts cost me, they cost me almost $10 to make now because of the parts of everything is getting so expensive. And generally I sell them for 14. You pay the shipping if you want it shipped, but hit me up, leave me a message or whatever if you want some A-rigs. I make them for quite a few people. Oh, there's another one. Whoa, yeah. He missed it, but whatever. We'll get another one. It's the little guys, man. They're these little guys going after it, but I know there's bigger fish in there. One thing I found out with live scope too is when you're throwing these A-rigs, you know, it's a huge chunk of metal and you just expect it to instantly hit the bottom, or at least I did until I got live scope. And then once I got live scope, if you tight line it, they actually don't sink that fast. So I was actually pretty shocked, pretty surprised to find out that, you know, I'm thinking this thing is just a huge ball of metal. That thing's going to instantly hit the bottom, but they don't. If you tight line it, it actually takes them a little while to hit the bottom. What I'm doing is I'm out in the middle of this lake. I found an island top, and I'm on a ledge right now. That seems to be about where they're at. They've been blowing up all over the place. I think I've had probably 5 hits now on this A-rig in the span of 5 hits, 1 fish, and shoot, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And look at that. They swim true every single time, man. It's because I use that barrel swivel on the head. Look at that. Look at that mess, man. Whew. Those are all little bass. Just need to pick through the 8,000 little ones to get me one big one. So I'm going to let that sink a little bit lower. We're in 25 foot. So I'm going to count that down to about 15 or so. Seems like the bigger ones are a little bit deeper than the smaller ones. There's one. Doesn't feel big, but he feels bigger. They're getting bigger. Pretty cool catching something on something you made, though. All right, there's another one. Let's let you go over here. Fish number 2 on my A-rig. There's one. It's a good one. Stay down, stay down. Stay down. Yeah. There we go. On my A-rig. Oh, that's a nice chunky one. Oh, and he just flopped off. Let's get 2.5 pounder. Let me hit spot lock. It's a nice one. We'll get a weight on him. Two and a quarter. Not too bad. Boy, that guy hit like a freaking freight train, bro. All right, just got my third one. 2 and a quarter on my umbrella rig that I make. Seems like it's A-rig time again. I mean, that one slammed it. I'm just on a point. Really, there's not a whole lot of rocks here. I seen some bait fish balled up and some fish going after the bait fish, so I figured, what the heck, I'll stop and give it a try. Glad I did. Biggest one of the day. Thing hit like a train. I just had them take another dummy bait, man. I don't get why they're hitting the dummy baits today. That's all they're hitting. I even put bait fuel just on the middle one. That one came right off of this tree here. So weird. I've never lost this many dummy baits ever. Maybe they just want the smaller ones. Maybe I should put smaller ones on all of them. Oh shit. Damn, what the hell just went by? Jesus. Like 3-foot waves, man. Nothing like feeling the motion of the ocean. Come on. What the fuck was that, a barge? There's one. This one's on a drop shot. Ooh, that's a good one too. Get back here and get on the net. Get on the net. Get the net. Oh. Too much slack, too much slack. Whew. Still on. Can't get away from the trolling motor, bro. These are biting. It's not that big, but I mean, dude is fighting pretty good. Ugh. Whew. It's perfect timing. Jeez. Yeah, I switched it up to a drop shot. Wanted to go a little bit slower, and this is the first bite on drop shot today. Another keeper, not bad. It's not huge or anything, but out here I'll take them. We'll get a little weight on them. See what we're dealing with. Jeez, if I can stand up. These waves are nuts. Oh, come on. What did that do? Okay. 145. All right, bro. Let's let you go. All right. I'm out of here. It is 1 o'clock. It's my anniversary. So I gotta go home, get all cleaned up as much as I can. I think I caught 6, missed about 10, 15 others. They kept hitting my dummy rigs on my A-rigs. They kept hitting my dummy baits on my A-rig and pulling them off. I think I lost about 6 of them that way today. Biggest fish came off of an A-rig. It was like 2.35, I believe. I got one on a drop shot, one on Topwater, a Chopo this morning. One jig, a couple, I don't know. I don't remember. If you made it this far, you already watched the video, you already know. It's always a good day when you're catching fish on Folsom. I checked a bunch of different trees today. Didn't find any in trees, really. They were all on big rocks, rocky points, anything with structure on it. Long points that were like, I don't know, between 15 feet that had steep ledges on both sides. It's like they would come up off the ledges. I was looking for channel swings. Right on those points on those channel swings, they were balling up baitfish all over those points. So look for that, and you should be able to catch some if you come out. All right, hope this video helped a little bit. See you next week.